Hey Warriors fans, I'm Scott Warras here to preview the men's and women's cross-country teams. Cross-country season is upon us. And for the last 32 years, this man has been the head coach. That makes this year number 33. Steve Travis, welcome. Thanks again. I know you're busy.
Thanks,
for
Scott.
making time for talking about the season to come, which, we don't want to bury the lead here, is your final season. Since we last spoke, Coach, last spring, you announced that this fall would be your final cross-country season, 33rd and final season. So everything you're going through, these interviews and everything.
Yeah.
The last go-round, how do you feel? A little melancholy? What are your thoughts right now?
I guess
or is that even in your mind?
As I share with the team, soak it up.
Okay.
Soak it up. The seasons go by in a hurry. So, yes, the 33rd, each athlete is only, typically 4 seasons, maybe 5 if they're a fifth year. But so I'm just trying to embrace that of what I share with them. Soak it up. Don't get too choked up about it, but soak it up and enjoy it. Yeah, so very excited.
I won't try to get you to cry. Not here, but down the line, I promise all of you, and I promise you, down the line, we will sit down and put something together and reflect and have a little longer conversation about your stellar coaching career here at WLC. By the way, new associate head coach,
Yep.
Cam Austin, kind of like the successor in waiting. 2007 grad of WLC, a former runner of yours, so he's back in the fold for kind of a crossover season before he takes the reins.
Correct, yes, and very blessed that the school is supporting us that way to bring him on July 1st, and not that he needs to do things my way, it's just a great opportunity for him to go head first into the recruiting. This new senior class can get to know him as the new head coach. Yeah.
And Allison Ensley, another former
Yes.
Warrior of yours.
Yes.
A big part of your staff as well.
Yep.
Okay, we got to talk men's cross country. We'll talk women's cross country. Let's start with the guys.
Right.
First of all, Coach, you have said last year, I think even 2 years ago, that this team, in preparing for that season, has the potential to be the best ever. You told me that again when we talked a couple days ago. Man, this is a golden age, and you've had some golden ages of this program, but that potential is there, you think?
It is, yes. They're developing really well. We've got a couple of youngsters coming into the fold. They have the potential to be the best men's team we've ever had, yes.
What's the key to the development of this program, keeping it at a high level? You've always had great depth, it seems, for that next wave to take over. How do you do that? Because every coach in every sport is always trying to do that.
Right, the buy-in, the belief in what we're doing, the camaraderie, the family atmosphere, that's all, can be cliche, but it's so true, of buying in, working hard, being patient. As a distance runner, it does not come overnight. You have to be patient, diligent, continue to get out the door, put the miles in, work through those injuries should they come about, and get stronger and stronger as each season unfolds. Yeah. 3
straight runner-ups at the NAC Championships. Let's start with just a couple of runners that I want you to comment on, Coach. We'll start with the senior Isaiah Harriet. He's got 3 consecutive all-NAC honors. You told me also the other day that you think this might setting himself up for his best year yet because of what he's done in the off-season.
Yes, he's worked hard through the summer, but also didn't overdo June, which I think in the past few summers he's tried to do a little bit too much too soon. I think he's, again, that patience, maturing as he's head into this final season, and ready to really start to take off as the season unfolds.
Yeah, you and I have talked, and then we've had Isaiah here when he's been the athlete of the week in the NAC. We've talked about he loves the sport, clearly, but you've almost had to dial him back a little bit just to put him at his best, and it sounds like he's maybe found that balance.
Yes, definitely. And we're ready to go on Saturday. Yeah.
Okay. There's a junior on your roster, Silas Abling, who was the freshman of the year in the conference a couple of years ago. But he's battled injury last year and maybe wasn't really at his peak 100%. And he was even a little banged up coming in, right, from high school.
Yep.
He's healthy?
He's healthy, yeah. Not at the mileage that we would like to be, but that has been the challenge for 2 years. We would like to be this, like to be that. And the injury has pulled us back, so we're being very, very patient through the summer, just gradually making those incremental increases in the volume, letting the body adjust. He's in a great spot right now, and we'll just continue to build things as the season moves along.
How do you decide how to, in Silas's case, how do you decide how quickly you can build?
Listening, he needs to listen to his body and share with us as to how things are going, and then work in the math of just trying to progressively go up, bring a week down to let the body recoup, and then start going back up again. And up and down meaning in his total volume of miles run. We've also added a lot more cross training in the past 6 to 8 months' time that he's really been that too, incrementally increasing how much cross training he's doing.
Others to watch, and you have a big men's roster this year. We don't want to leave anybody out, but we have to for time purposes.
Yes.
A name or two that we should keep an eye on. Maybe a surprise, maybe not.
Arnold Rupnow is ready to go. Josh Staggs, and as you said, I'm going to leave some out, but the two of them, especially as upperclassmen, Josh senior year, Arnold junior. They've had great summers. They had a great spring with the track season. They will make some huge leaps this fall as well.
Last thing on the men before we transition to the women. What's the key for the team? We always talk about the dynamic of the individual runner versus the team element. What's the key for your men as a team to succeed collectively in competition this year?
We have to tighten up the gaps. Okay. The gaps is the scoring. Low score wins. We need to be under 40 points at the conference championship, at least under 40. And I think, we can do that. Regional championships, we've never been under 300 points, which I think we can accomplish that this year, but we need to be tighter as a group and finishing higher. Yeah.
All right, let's turn our attention to the women's cross-country team, Coach. Last fall at the NAC championships, highest finish since, I think 2020 or so. So they finished on a high note. Take us into the off-season. What were maybe some of the big picture things you wanted your women's program to accomplish, and how close are they here as they get ready for competition?
Yeah, sorry, a little bit redundant, I guess, of just the good progression. Rachel, Madeline had good spring seasons. Kirsten, good through the spring, working through some health issues that we just are continuing to develop, getting stronger. That's going to, I think, again, sets us up to be able to lower our score this fall, as well as having a few freshmen come in to help us out with that also.
I was going to say, it's a pretty overall, with Harriet graduating on the women's side after last year.
Yeah.
It's a pretty young roster overall. You've got kind of an influx of freshmen coupled with the sophomores. It's a big underclass group.
Yes. Yeah, and Brooke and Maddie, I would say, are not to put pressure on them, but incoming freshmen that have solid high school stats, and they're going to work their way into the fold real quickly. Yeah.
How do you approach expectations with freshmen?
Trying to not overwhelm them, because it is a step up. The women move to a 6K, the men move to an 8K. So trying to encourage and boost their confidence and let them ease into those longer distances.
I've talked about it with other coaches too. With all freshmen that come in, there's a lot flying at them.
Yes, there is.
In their sport, in the classroom, what is this college experience like? How do I get everything all sorted in my mind and in my life? And so there's a lot happening.
There is, and which is, again, trying to lower those expectations, letting them know that we understand that as a coaching staff, that they're adjusting to a lot of things.
Last thing on the women's program, Coach, is you kind of look forward. I know it's your last season, obviously. What is the key to building that women's program up to what it has been in the past? I know numbers are always important. You need bodies, obviously. What is maybe an X factor out there when you look at the future of recruiting? Because collegiately, so much is changing right now.
It is. Yeah, which goes back to having Cameron on campus now to get to know that senior class. It's so important for him to be getting out the door and seeing them, making those connections, which we have a really good jump on, which they were juniors last spring as we brought them into the recruiting cycle, and Cameron is really diving in head first here with getting to know them, and that will be key to continue to build those relationships early, to bring them in here into the Warrior fold, the Warrior family.
Yeah, absolutely. So we should point out the season begins Saturday, this coming Saturday. This is kind of the annual tradition, right? The first event, the Tom Berry Invitational up in Green Bay, right?
Yep. Looking forward to it. This will be the 4th year, I think, on the new course. We're at UWGB on their course, which is where conference will be at the end of the season as well.
Okay. And from a schedule standpoint, we should point out that Saturday, October 4th is the annual Warrior Invitational at Greenfield Park. All right, Coach Steve Travis, and you're number 33, the most tenured coach in Warriors athletics programs, we should mention. Time to play 5 questions.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you said you were a little... come on. Which is funny because, wait, guess what number 1 is? Question number 1. I didn't make this up. What makes you most nervous? Right there. What makes you nervous? Is there something in life and society and your data? Like, what gets you nervous? You've been at this a long time, but still.
Oh, boy. I guess just not knowing what questions you're going to throw at me. Yes.
That's fair. That's fair. Walk into that one. Number 2, which game show do you wish you could appear on and stand the best chance at winning?
Oh, man. The Price is Right, but with Bob Barker back in the day.
Yeah,
yes.
definitely.
Yeah.
Is there any one particular game on The Price is Right you'd like to play?
Oh, the hiker, the guy that goes hiking up the mountain. Yes.
And stop before he comes up. Yes. That's a good one. Between that one and Plinko, those are probably like the 2 most famous games on Price is Right. Number 3, what household chore do you dislike the most?
Dislike?
Yeah.
Most? Oh, my goodness.
And you got a lot of chores, especially when you guys move out to Colorado. You got a lot of property, a lot of chores coming.
Yes, so it's outside of the house.
Okay,
it's
fair.
Picking up dog poop. Yes.
That's a good answer. Good answer. Number 4, a sunset or a sunrise?
Oh, sunset. Yes.
Number 5, to whom do you go first on this earth when you need some life advice?
Oh, my. I would say my wife. Yeah. Yes, Gwen.
The bonus question, we'll let you go on this. Who is the one runner, cross-country track, we can blur the lines there. Who's the one runner of all time, past or present, that you would love to have a conversation with if you could? And what is the first question you would ask him or her?
Oh, my. That's really a deep one. At the end of our time here.
We end on a
Wow.
Any runner.
So not a warrior, but any runner out there.
It could be, or maybe not. Anybody.
Yeah. Billy Mills. Yep. He was Olympic 10K runner. I've met him, but didn't have an opportunity to have like a heart-to-heart conversation. But in no particular question, I guess, just, would love to be able to sit down with him. Billy Mills.
All right, there you have it.
Yeah.
Saturday, the Tom Berry Invitational at Green Bay. That's where the Warriors men's and women's cross-country programs will be beginning their campaign, the 33rd and final for this man, Steve Travis. Steve-O, thank you.
Yes, thanks, Scott.
Get it going.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody.